In the heart of the African savanna, where the wind carries ancient voices and the earth remembers every footprint, walked a man. His name was Adam, a tall, slim, completely bald black man. Every morning, he wore the same beige ranger shirt, green olive trousers, and worn brown boots. His presence was calm, quiet, as if he belonged to the very soil. In his left hand, always, was his old leather field notebook, pages filled with careful observations and quiet thoughts. Adam wasn't just a ranger. He was a listener, a protector, a part of the wild. And one day the wild answered back. From between the golden grasses came a lion, full-grown, powerful, with a golden coat and a thick, dark-tipped mane. His amber eyes held a story, and he looked directly at Adam, not with hunger, but with curiosity. No words were spoken, but something ancient passed between them. From that day forward, the lion returned, always to the same place, always in the early hours. Adam would sit with his notebook, the lion would lie nearby. They never touched, they never needed to. The silence between them was sacred. Time moved on. The sun rose and fell again and again, but their ritual never changed. Until one morning, the lion came and Adam did not. The grass was undisturbed, the air was still. The rock where Adam usually sat was cold. The lion waited, and when the waiting was no longer enough, he began to walk, past the trees, past the borders of the known. He moved beyond the wild, into villages, roads, and voices unfamiliar to his world. People ran, they shouted, but he didn't respond. He wasn't hunting, he was searching. And then he found it, a funeral. In a quiet courtyard surrounded by people in mourning lay a simple wooden coffin. Inside was Adam, the tall, slim, completely bald black man, wearing his ranger uniform, his notebook resting peacefully on his chest. The lion stepped forward, slowly, without fear. The crowd froze. He approached the coffin, sniffed the air, and lowered his massive body beside it. He didn't roar, he didn't growl, he simply stayed. Hours passed. The sun moved overhead. Still, he stayed. When mourners tried to come closer, he raised his head, not with threat. This was his goodbye, and no one would interrupt it. Eventually, a vet approached, gently, respectfully, and sedated the lion. His eyes closed slowly, but before they did, he looked one last time at Adam. The next morning, he was released back into the savannah. He walked alone, slower than before. He never returned to the old meeting place, but some nights, under the stars, he would sit and stare toward the horizon, waiting, not for a roar, not for a voice, but for a presence, because some friendships don't need words. Some stories are written between hearts and remembered by the earth itself.